What is going on, guys? Brando Commando back here with another video, and today we're going to make a guide uh, basically on the best speed farmers and boss damage classes. So basically it comes down to you're going to need, it's good to have each one. So you're going to want to have a good speed farming to get like your flux, your gems, and your gear. And stuff like that. And then you're going to want a good boss damage class for delves, uh, leviathans, and also in U11, the 5-star dungeons in the uplands is a good one. You're going to need a boss for that. Oh, by the way, guys, this is Jojo Bear. He's the president of the club. Very good club, Loaded Potato. If you guys are interested, hit me up in the comments. But yeah, we got max fixtures. We're pretty much like right there in the top 10, so pretty helpful. So if you're looking to join, just hit one of us up. There he is. He's always in the club, just chilling here. Usually he's sleeping, so but you'll definitely see him on playing the game. So anyways, let's get back to the video. So yeah, you're gonna want so a speed farmer. So a good way to choose uh, like to have one of each is you're gonna want to stay on the same damage type. It just makes everything easier, from upgrading gems to like using banners. So for example, this banner is set, it's the knotted shadow, so it's the perma torch, and it's set to like physical damage. Like if I'm going back and forth constantly, I would have to like rechange this banner. um, and there's a lot of other stuff too that it's very irritating. Really, this game should have just one damage, not the whole physical damage magic, and make it a lot simpler. Basically, we could play as like kind of more variety of classes. I mean, you still can. It's just a lot. It's a lot grindy, really tedious, and this game's already tedious enough. Uh, but yeah, so for start beginners, it's really good to stay on the same damage type. So I'll kind of like start off, showing each like two like pair for speed farmer and boss, like in each damage type. So let's start off here. We got Shadowhunter. Shadowhunter is definitely one of the top speed farmers. So if you're looking for a class for speed farming, Shadowhunter is a good one. Especially because it's very simple to use. Basically, you just dodge, and that's it. You have your movement speed, and it's a good amount too. Look at that, from 127 to oops, hit the flask accidentally. So from let me wait till that goes away. Yeah, I was like from 127 to 178. So that's an insane amount of increase right there. So that's what makes this one good. Very easy. You don't need no ring effect. I'm using sneaky traps, but even then you don't necessarily need it. So Shadowhunter is one of the easiest classes now to just hop on it, and you're going to be doing pretty good. Obviously you'll need the class gem. That's probably its main necessity. So, but yeah, it's really fast. Um, you pop the flask for movement speed, and you just roll, and you're already sitting at good uh, efficient for farming and stuff. So it works really good. So let's go jump to the next one. Dino Tamer. So for magic damage, Dino Tamer I would say holds the spot for number one for magic damage. So if you want a speed farmer for magic, Dino Tamer is the way to go. I'll just leave it at that. I'm not going to get into details. Basically, with its mount, riding on the dinosaur, it's really fast. So, all right, Neon Ninja. So Neon Ninja in speed farming is it's really good, but this class I'll have to be honest, like this was my main class like for the longest time. I used to always I was a Neon Ninja main like since the beginning. This is my class. Um, but I don't even barely use it anymore. And the reason why is because it's just the way the damage like multiplier and scaling and the whole thing with attack speed and like you know you swing, you get your three rings up, and you throw uh, that big shuriken, and just the damage is it's not good anymore, and the time it takes to defeat like go through dungeons is it's not as good because in these newer uh, biomes you have to use your flasks, and with a Neon Ninja the timing is annoying trying to like pop a flask and utilize your damage within that period of 3 seconds for your damage buff. So I don't know. This one kind of fell off. So it's not gonna. It's definitely good, but it's not gonna be in the top. Definitely not gonna be number one. So this is another good one, the Lunar Lancer. Uh, very good for speed farming, but you do need the hidden ring effect, so it's a little bit more uh, a little more extra stuff to get. So I wouldn't recommend this for new beginners because you have to get a ring and you have to get the ring effect and all that stuff. So, and we know how the ring system is in this game. It's pretty annoying. So to try and get what you want, you gotta go pay to win, honestly, if you wanna get everything squared away. Uh, guns Gunslinger is not good at all for speed farming. Boomeranger is not too bad. It has a little after the rework, they gave a little movement speed buff. When you throw your boomerang, your L2 ability, you'll get some movement speed. It's like it's not a lot though, and it's annoying too. Is when you throw your boomerang, it has to. It's not just when you activate the boomerang, like hit L2. Like the boomerang has to make contact with you. So realistically, when you're jumping around and you're going through, you have to like really slightly wait, make sure you get a good throw, and make sure the boomerang comes back to you. So you gotta. It's an annoying thing to watch out for. Usually I'll kind of angle it at the ground, right about here. So throw right there, and but still, even then, it'll miss sometimes. So boomerang's not too bad, but it's not S tier. Knight's a pretty good. Knight's a pretty good one. You're basically going to be using your R1 ability, and you're going to have the hidden ring effect too. It's called overcharge. Using charge gives you movement speed, so that's right here, and that's how you get your movement speed. Draco is not good. Solarian is not good. Vanguard is good. It's pretty good. Damage isn't the best, but it's still good, like just for speed farming. Ice Age is definitely not too bad for speed farming. Not the best, but for the magic damage type, it's up there. Chloromancer is not good. Pirate Captain's not good. Candy Barb, no. Tomb Raiser, no. Fate Trickster, no. Uh, Revenant, it's like medium, nothing special. And then the Bard is actually pretty good. So yeah, it's pretty simple when it comes to speed farming. There's only a certain few. So just to sum it up, basically, if you're using physical damage, you're gonna use the top ones are the Shadowhunter, uh, Neon Ninja, Lunar Lancer, and I don't think Boomer doesn't make the cut for like the top ones. So I would say Shadowhunter, Neon Ninja, Lunar Lancer, and the Vanguardian. Boomer would be like right behind that. So if you want a speed farmer in the physical damage category, it's going to be one of those. So Shadowhunter, Neon Ninja, Lunar Lancer, and Vanguardian. So that's your top four right there. Shortly behind would be, I would say, the Boomer or the Knight. Honestly, is pretty good. There's some things about it that are annoying, but I'm just trying to pick the most elite. So I would actually take off the Knight, even though it has some good things going for it. But when you compare it to like the Shadowhunter, the Neon Ninja, and the Lunar Lancer, it's a lot. You're gonna be a lot faster and easier to maintain. So, but honorable mentions would be like the Boomer, the Knight. So, all right. So now that we have the speed farmers for physical damage, so a good class to pair it with for boss killers would be, of course, the Boomer. So that's why the Boomer is always like my top favorite, like S tier, is because it comes close at being a good speed farmer, and also it's like top in boss damage. So that's why definitely the Boomer, and then obviously the Solarian is that's probably the best one for boss damage, but it's like extremely slow. So, but we're just talking boss damage. So Solarian, Boomer, and I believe that is, yeah. You could say the Shadowhunter, I would say, followed by that for physical damage. But yeah, the Shadowhunter's boss damage honestly is overrated. I've tested it and done like time runs, and my Boomer blows it away. And obviously, so would the Solarian too. I haven't actually played the Solarian, but yeah. So for physical damage, boss killers, Boomer and Solarian, and honorable mention, Shadowhunter. So I'm gonna be pretty strict on these. I'm giving what I believe any new people should play instead of like stressing out and building up a class that isn't good, because you're gonna want to use like the best of the best because of how grindy this game is. So I would want to, if it was me, I would want to start off right using uh, a good elite class, and then going from there trying other new things. I mean, obviously you have to like the class, but uh, yeah. So for a boss killer, Boomer and Solarian, and for Speed Farmer, we'll narrow it down to the top two. So just to like even make it get more picky on this. So Speed Farmers for the top two, I'm gonna give it to the Shadow Hunter, and ooh, this is a tough one. So Neon Ninja, because damage does come into play, and Neon Ninja is gonna fall off on that. It used to be a top one, so we're gonna knock off the Neon Ninja, and I'm actually gonna throw in. We're gonna throw in the Lunar Lancer, just because of the insane speed, and the damage isn't too bad, and it's got a decent ultimate ability. So top two speed farmers. There it is. Shadowhunter, Lunar Lancer for physical damage. Top two bosses, Boomer and Solarian. So let's jump over to the magic. Um, there's honestly not too much options here. So top two for magic. If you're a magic damage, you're gonna want to either farm. You're gonna want to use the Dino Tamer. Second one would be Bard, and after that, just right behind it would be like the Ice Age, as like an honorable mention. So yeah, so it's pretty simple for that for magic, and then obviously bosses. damage for magic. A lot of them are actually like pretty good. They have like slow accumulating like good damage over time. You got Draco, Ice Age, um, all of these pretty much. So yeah, the Ice Age is really good. So if I was to give a top two, I would just say um, so for sure the Ice Age for boss, and then I don't know. After that, it's all kind of close, to be honest. You got Draco, Tomb Raiser, kind of similar. So let's just kind of leave it at that. Ice Age and then Draco or Tomb Raiser. Uh, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So I definitely recommend sticking to one damage type. Uh, it's very important. It's just like a lot. It's a lot easier. And on top of that too, you have to deal with a star chart now because now this is something like this is like for every character, and this is also specific to like damage type. So like if you're physical damage, you're gonna go up here in this way eventually, and then if you're magic damage, you're gonna be going this way. So it's just not good to be like you're really gonna the most efficient is you're gonna have to choose like kind of one damage type. Just makes everything a lot easier. Uh, yeah, so that's pretty much it. I'll show you guys a quick gameplay on my favorite speed farming class, Shadowhunter. So a little biased, but still, it is what it is. Like it's a top one. That's why a lot of people are Shadowhunters. Let me take off Berserk Battler so you guys can see like I don't use Vampirion a lot, but if I'm maximizing speed farming, it's good to have it on. Alright. So, this is pretty much how it is. It's really good to farm. And also, you're going to want to use that mount right there, the Volatile Bounder. You get that from the bomb bench, so it helps a lot for speed farming. So yeah. There is, you can see just how fast it is and very fluid too. It's fun with a Shadowhunter. Versus like imagine if I was doing the Neon Ninja with this. It'd just be very like choppy and it wouldn't be as fluid and smooth and going through and stuff because you have to build up your ring. This is very simple right here. So here's a 5-star. Just slaying through this. Got one more up top, I think. Yeah, over here. Notice I'm hitting my flask a lot because I'm using the Conjurer's Crucible, which I regain uh, a flask basically when Magic Find activates, and Magic Find triggers a lot, so. Oh, another 5-star. Yeah, as you can see, this is, if you're trying to make flux, and this is what you got to do. You got to be efficient and use good classes for that. Just makes the game a lot easier. Oh damn, getting launched over here. Alright, after I defeat this, I'm gonna wrap up the video. Just wanted to show you guys a little glimpse at the good speed farming class. I would say the Shadowhunter too is like probably the most overall well balanced class. For any beginners, I definitely recommend choosing this class to start. It's a really good class for sure. It's got, for boss damage, you know, it's definitely like an honorable mention. It's still good, but it's obviously not like the top tier, like the Boomer and the Solarian. So, and then obviously for speed farming, it's really good. It makes it easier. Like the best part, why I like it too, is you can, like, you know, you can pop your flask and you can shoot enemies at a distance to get like your other movement buffs. And with the other classes, you can't really do that. See, like right now I activated Pyro Disc, so it just makes it a lot easier. Like if I was using a melee class, I wouldn't be able to do this. And see that, and then boom, pop that. So just makes it really easy. But yeah, guys, that is pretty much it. You could check out my guides too on the Shadowhunter and all that. You know, so if you want to learn how to like build it. But yeah, I definitely. So yeah, for physical damage, for sure, Shadowhunter is a good balance for both, and narrowing it down for magic, a good balance would be probably the Ice Age. So it's kind of your choice, but yeah, make sure you stay with the same damage type. It just helps, you know, in the future, makes everything a lot more easier and efficient. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. I think my next video is going to be like a full-on gem guide explaining like what gems to loot collect and what gems that you want to use and stuff like that. So, but that pretty much wraps it up, guys. All right, see you in the next vid. Peace.